Hello for everyone. My name is Edwin Garcia, and today I would like to talk about learning a foreign language. Learning a foreign language is a beautiful way, and I think it's a style of life because if you decide to start this way, it's something that is not like a place you will arrive. It's actually a way. So it means that every single day you will learn something that you have to be. Uh, Learning new things, learning new vocabulary, and the most important thing, like being part of the culture. So for that, I made a little presentation. So let's switch for the next one. And here we go. Phonetic. So phonetic is something very important when we want to learn a foreign language and you want to pronounce it properly because I think there is no teacher that has taught a class explaining phonetic or talking about phonetics. We hardly know in high school what is the International Phonetic Alphabet, which is actually the way that we can understand how, in the case of English, how words are pronounced. What is the morphology, what is the anatomy of the words. We just, as I was taught, we were just limited to learn a list of words, a list of verbs, but not even putting in context. So this is very personal, but I found myself very I found on Phonetican a very nice tool to start because it gives you the way to understand how people speak in real life. Uh, I was I was always like being surprised how English sounds on television, movies, and our teachers were pronouncing with a very strong accent. But later on, I realized that everything is a matter of phonetics. And when we talk about sounds anatomy, it means that we have a specific articulation in our mouth in order to produce a specific sound. And of course, it will change language to language. So, like in Spanish, it is it's supposed to use the very difference between V and B, which the first one is labiodental V, V with a specific vibration, and the second one is going to be B, B, using both lips, but we hardly use it. So when here I mention the anatomy of the sound, is to understand the position, the different positions inside our mouth and even inside the body because it's all the laryngeal system and the throat and the tongue and the alveolar ridge and so many parts of the mouth that are involved to produce a specific sound. In our mother tongue is automatically we hardly realize how we produce every single sound, but when you are learning a language, not like really learning, being adult and learning word by word and grammar, you better pay attention to this structure. Like it works very well for me to read lips. I mean, when I'm talking with native speakers, I even try to figure out the positions they are using in their mouths to produce the sound. And it's a very useful strategy to improve the pronunciation. Another way, another tip or practical issue that I found learning a foreign language is the same sounds. Um, in all the language, we will have same sounds. I'm saying like I don't know, M, N, L, P. Those are sounds that are repeated in so many languages. Perhaps, and for sure, you're gonna find a specific group of different sounds in any language you want to learn. So you better start identifying what are the ones that you have so that you can identify the ones that you have and you don't use in the target language, and then you will realize about those sounds that the target language has. And I was mentioning a little bit about different sounds. So in the case of English, we have we have more vowels. We have short vowels and long vowels, which in Spanish it doesn't happen. We just have five basic sounds. And in the consonants, we it also appears some different sounds that we have to be familiar with in order to produce that specific sound to sound as the language itself sound and as native speakers speaks. And actually, I will take the example of the image to mention some of them, like the combination of th, like in words like Thursday, thank you, or the combination of S and H in words like she, like should, for example. Cultures is a very, very important topic when you are learning a foreign language because you're not learning the language itself, I mean the words and how to express your ideals in a different codical verb, but also the culture. I mean, where this language is spoken, how these people speak, how they, the sense of humor, the kitchen, the celebration, the festivals, and everything they have, and a little bit about my experience abroad, but I will let it for the questions, some possible questions. What was the first language that I learned? In fact, it was English. I started to learn English when I was in high school, and then I reinforced it at university. And later on, I started to travel a little bit, and then I had the opportunity to practice with natives. And question number two, okay, just to mention that I'm currently living in Israel. So, a possible question probably that other classmates will ask me what surprises me the most in Israel. So, what surprises me the most in Israel is the contrast of religion, because we have, for example, in the holy city of Jerusalem, three different religions, the most important monotheistic ones all over the world. So it's a matter of contrast, culture, and ideology. Thank you very much.